Hi friends, in this video we are going to see about writing ICSSR research project proposal in the category of major and minor research projects for the year 2026 and 27. So every year ICSSR has given the call for notice for application on project proposal on the scheme of major and minor research project. Normally in the month of October or November they will release the notification, but this year very earlier, the 2nd or 3rd of August itself, they have released the call for announcement for application of major and minor research project, and they have also mentioned the last date for online submission is 31st August 2026 at 6 p.m. And this is my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is ptp.karthi at research. Kindly subscribe and watch the video related to research and research proposals and also publication. And as I told you that Indian Council of Social Science Research, it invites research project proposal from the Indian scholars, researcher and academicians for the mainly major and minor research project scheme for the financial 26-27. And all the research proposal can be submitted through online, and the last date as mentioned is 31st August 2026 before 6 p.m. And the ICSSR accept proposal only through online, and we have to create a username and login, and we have to apply the proposal and upload all necessary documents in the online itself. And this year they have mentioned totally 32 domain areas and priorities areas the ICSSR is given in the notification. So the major and minor research projects for the year 26-27, they have mentioned about 32 broad domains, and it is all talking about the main advancing the vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047. It is main focus in this area. The first broad domain is related to economic development and public finance. So they have invited the research proposal in the area of agriculture, blue economy, natural resources, fintech, technology adoption, MSME, GST, bank regulations, Securities Exchange Board of Intervention, enforcement of contract, foreign portfolio. So which means not only on primary database research, it also some type of secondary data related research are also ICSs are engaged, which means we came to know from this particular broad domain. And the second domain is talking about finance, accounting, and commerce. The priority areas again, international trade, digital financial system, digital asset, e-commerce, insolvency. So majorly, for my understanding, it is also based on the secondary database research. Then coming to the broad area of management and organizational studies, financial management, HRM, organization behavior, CSR, environmental social governance. This is one of the major area. Everybody is working on that. Sustainability report is another area. Corporate governance, technology management, inclusive growth. And coming to the fourth area, very important area, rural studies. So the present union government is mainly focused on rural economy, sustainable livelihood. So the people can choose the topic related to rural economy, social change, rural urban migration, environmental resilience and adaptation strategies, health, education, infrastructure. These are all the some of major areas. Then coming to the political science, human rights, politics and technology, rural urban governance, climate politics, one of the important topic. Then coming to the governance and reforms, public service, digital governance. Yes, we came to know that there are a lot of initiative has taken place in the digital governance. This is also one of the important area. Then coming to the public policy and program evaluation, we're talking about more on union government program evaluation, policy procedures, digital public services, grievances management, and many more. Then international relations and geopolitics, mainly this particular topic is suitable not only for political science domain, but also for all people who wish to work on international relation area, cultural diplomacy, global south diplomacy, multilateralization and global institutions, energy security. Then coming to the national security and strategic studies, ninth broad domain, it is again related to international relations and geopolitics, maritime security, defense manufacturing, non-traditional security threats and terrorism. Though government has spent a lot of money for defense, this particular area is also taking a very good initiative for ICSSR is come up with this very good broad domain area. Then 10th broad domain is legal studies, access to justice, legal history, judicial reforms, law, technology, digital rights. Then coming to the elder abuse and protection. So in recent days, we are mainly come across Indian government and judicial system has taken a lot of reforms in order to developing the country. So it is also one of the very essential topic. Coming to the sociology, social work, again, we know that aging and care of them, the people, education, technology, rental housing, affordability, migrant integration, technology and media. Coming to the anthropology, the linguistic management, development anthropologies, kinship and changing institutions. I came to know that very important topic. Prehistoric cultures, cultural survival, gender studies. Again, the people who are working in the sociology, gender studies, and other areas, maybe it is very important topic. STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Here, women, how it is influence on this area, gender and education, gender and health. Yes, again, very important topic. Then deviant studies, intersectional disability studies, rehabilitation, digital accessibility for the deviant people. Then Janjatya, actually IKS, that is Indigenous Knowledge System, Culture, Society, Language, Comparative Development, Welfare Program Schemes, in the name of Prime Minister Janman, EMRS, FRA, so many schemes. Their schemes, their welfare development. Again, it is focused on Janjatiya studies. Then, in coming to the diaspora studies, we have the migration, integration, economic engagement, identity, literature, and memory. We have social psychology, mental health, digital life, workplace well-being. We have public health and health system, AYUS, very important arena of research, indigenous healing practices, food culture, sports, fitness, digital health, in public health. Yeah, again, the technology is also one of the intervenes for that particular research. Then we talking about education and skilling. Many people are already well engaged with the new educational policy and their reform, skill education, higher education institution, etc., etc. Then 20th topic is talking about human geographic and spatial planning. Again, it is a demographic, rural, urban, disaster risk management, public transit, air quality and health, sometimes climate, culture, etc. We are going to include in this topic. Environmental studies, we know that renewable clean energy, community-based climate adaptation. Nowadays, we are facing a lot of problem in terms of climate change and other reasons. Then come to the modern social history, talking about the total country and their feedback about the history on the previous, I mean, last 20 years, 50 years, 100 years. All history is also taken into consider for this research. Cultural studies, digital humanities, life, literature and globalization, and folk oral forms. We just take an initiative to for northeastern state or coming to the rural areas, or maybe we can choose on tribal community. The cultural studies also important. The knowledge transition on Indian language, linguistic, technology, language interface, storage on the vernacular knowledge. Then socio-linguistic and multilingualism, the language, culture, society, yes, media, technology, and many area. Then Sanskrit, the people who are mainly working on the Hindi and other areas, they can understand about the grammatical traditions, how it can be stored in this region. And Shruti, Sastrai, Kavya, Agmik, there are many more studies can be included in the Sanskrit. Then, as usual, IKS, very much important and nowadays, and we know that what is IKS, what is Indian epistemology is mainly on grounded theory approach, and qualitative research is followed here, and socio-philosophical studies, curriculum integration, comparative AI ethics, many more. then media and communications, mass media and socio-cultural change, OTT in popular culture and identity, regional language, media and journalism. And the 30th domain area is talking about library and information science, e-resources, IT applications, AI in library, one nation, one subscription. It's a very good initiative by the government. Data quality, linkages, yes. Then coming to the 31st domain area is inclusive development and social empowerment. Yes, the sustainable is making a very important arena for this particular broad domain. Constitutional provisions, inclusive education, digital inclusion, community participation, and many more. Then finally, decolonization studies, so epistemology and decolonial methodologies, decolonial educations, indigenous knowledge, health, medicine, well-being, governance, indigenous science, technology, and other areas which is related for this particular decolonization studies. And one important word is also mentioned here, research proposal that span across disciplinary boundaries also fall within the area of the council interest, may also taken into consider for writing a research proposal. So there are a lot of plenty of opportunities are available for the social science researcher. So we can utilize this particular opportunity for writing a research proposal. Coming to the eligibility norms, the project director should be a faculty member in any of the institution as a permanent employee and possess PhD in social and human science, should have substantial research experience and written research publications with high impact factor journals. Then co-project directors is permanently employed or also retired faculty can also eligible. Independent PhD researcher may also consider, but he or she should be as two sole author books or 5 peer-reviewed journal articles in case of he or she is an independent PhD research scholar. Then must collaborate with the faculty from eligible institutions. Contractual PhD researcher is also eligible to apply. Senior retired government people can also apply as a co-project director. Coming to the institutional eligibility, the very important part. First, institute should be a national importance as defined by the Ministry of Education or UGC recognized private universities deemed to be universities, affiliated government colleges or institutions under UGC Section 2F and 12B certification. Or ICSSR Regional Center, ICSSR Research Institutes, ICSSR Recognized Institutes or government institutes are also eligible for applying this ICSSR major or minor research project. And finally, top 100 NIRF institutions based on the 2025 data and which can be limited with management, law, innovation, sustainable development goals or agriculture and allied sectors based on latest rankings. And very important, the cooling off period is also limited here for an ICSSR. So as a researcher may submit only one application for a particular project call, either as a project director or as a co-project director. Very, very important. So last year it has not mentioned here. So project director itself can apply only one research project proposal, and co-project director there is no word as mentioned, but this year clearly they have mentioned about only one application that can be submitted either as a project director or co-project director. Multiple application can be cancelled, and the cooling off period is 1 year for a project director for both major and minor research project. It can be counted after the final date of submission on the final report. If suppose you are applied, you have received any of the funding from ICSSR, and if it is over 1 year after completion of the final report submission, and then you are eligible to apply. So project director who is currently undertaking any ongoing research project may apply under another call as a co-project director and vice versa. And co-project director shall not be removed from a project by the project director without the written consent or consent by co-project directors. And so we have project director as well as the 2 or 3 co-project directors can be included in this project. And how to apply? Applications shall submit only through online, and no hard copy is permitted. Hard copy of the application shall not be accepted. And very, very important, my dear friends, research proposals shall be submitted either in the form of English or Hindi. If it is English and you have to follow Times New Roman, And if you are writing in Hindi, you have to prepare Arial Unicode MS format or Mangal Unicode format. And the proposal shall be typed in 12 point font size with single line spacing. Very, very important. Please follow this particular instruction. And the duration of the project, as per the minor research project is considered, the period is only 1 year and the fund will be up to 15 lakh, and major research project, it is a 2 year period, the fund will be up to 30 lakh, which means 15 lakh to 30 lakh. And there are main headings, 5 main headings: project staff, uh, part of the research project, the project director can appoint as a project staff. For that, 45% of the total budget can be spent for allotting the project staff. Then field work expenses up to 35%, research equipment and study material we can spend up to 10%, contingency expenses 5. Then for dissemination of the project findings and etc., this money 5% will be decided by ICSSR and based on the requirement. And apart from that, the ICSSR can also release 10% overhead expenses. So maximum limit of 1 lakh or 10%, whichever is minimum, that amount will be released as a institutional overhead, which can be released after successful completion of the research project. And while we talk about the budget, the project staff, and the research associate, the 47,000 is a salary. Postgraduate in social science, along with the NET or PhD, and at least 2 years of research experience is required for appointing a research associate. Coming to the research assistant, postgraduate in social science with 55% mark. Preference shall be given for NET or PhD candidate, and field investigator will receive a salary of 20,000. Must be a graduate in social or human science with minimum 55% of the mark. And how the project will be awarded? So first we have to submit the application. Then initial screening of the application can be done by an expert committee, which can be blind review based. Then shortlisting of proposal. Then proposal will be called for interaction and presentation with shortlisted candidate, most probably in online. And expert committee recommendations, project selection and budget recommendation will be given by expert committee after the interaction with the shortlisted candidates. Then publication of merit list will be released in ICSR website. Then after that, the provisional award letter will be given by the candidates and also affiliating university. First they will send the information in the email. Then after receiving the email from the ICSSR, all selected candidate will be submitted all necessary documents and completion formalities. After that, final award letter will be released by ICSSR. And if it has project as sanctioned, the joining and releasing grants, so ICSR has to be requested to give the undertaking form from the project directors. So we have to provide 100 rupees stamp paper, and advance granted aid forms, and a mandate form on PFMS system, public fund management system, and the institution should open a PFMS account, and every information should be furnished to ICSSR. Normally 50% of the money will be released after submission of the document for both major and minor. Then second installment 40% after receiving the satisfactory report, and finally 10% will be released after submission of the UC and other documents. This is a procedures which can be followed by both minor and major research projects in 3 installment normally. And how to monitor the research project process: progress monitoring, submit the periodic progress report, can be very important. Unsatisfactory progress or rule violation may lead the project termination and refund of 10% fine amount. And whenever we write any publication, we should support ICSSR. ICSSR acknowledgement is important. And accounts and documentation, ICSSR may verify project accounts and documents at any time. In any queries must be addressed promptly, and project completion and final report should be submitted on time. And grant utilization and refund, grant must be used within the stipulated project period. If any unspent or unsupported expenditure must be refunded with 10% annual interest. Then completion of the study. After completion of 1 year for the minor research project and 2 year of my major research project, the director shall be responsible to submit the copies of soft copy of final report in terms of both PDF and Word format, soft copy of the abstract in 500 words, soft copy of the executive summary of final report with 5,000 words in both PDF and Word formats. Very, very important similarity industry index it, that is plagiarism check on the final report. So once submit all final report on the form of soft copy, and ICSSR will accept the format on the report, then they will ask for the hard copy of the report. And what are all the obligations for affiliating institutions? They have to receive the ICSSR fund and manage the separate accounts on PFMS. And we had the organization or institutions or a college or university should provide necessary research infrastructure, dedicated bank account in the name of ICSSR PFMS scheme code 0877 ICSR grant account. And after completion of the project, the affiliating institutions should encourage the project director to submit the final report, audited accounts, UC, GFR, 12A forms, and etc. to the ICSSR. And in case of any project discontinuation, immediately inform to ICSSR and refund unspent money with a 10% fine amount. Other conditions, the extension and completion, no cost extension will be provided, maybe sometimes minor up to 3 months, major up to 6 months, based on the request received from the PD in some uncircumstances or any other extraordinary reasons. And budget restriction, no additional grant beyond the sanctioned budget. There is a possibility of 10% you can adjust the budget amount that I have told you in terms of budget. Yes. Here, the project investigator may be with the permission of the institution to reappropriate expenditure from one subject to another subject, subject or subject with the maximum of 10% of the particular budget heads. So total budget amount cannot be varied, but however, if required, with the permission of ICSSR, after sanctioning, you may be transfer the maximum of up to 10% of the money from one head to another head. Then this is a project transfer. It is the substitute to project director. Transfer of institution is permitted only one exceptional cases with the prior ICSR proposal, ICSR approval. If a project director is transferred from one institution to another institution, and the affiliating institution is eligible, then affiliated institute can be transferred the project to other person name. I mean, the project director name who can be transferred that particular institutes. And ICSR authority and eligibility, incomplete application, defaulters and lobbying may lead to rejection and disqualification. Please understand. ICSR has the final authority on guideline interpretation and publications of project outcome. Then come to here, let me discuss about a very important part, how to apply. As usual, you go to ICSSR. This is the ICSSR.com. This is a website. Yes, ICSSR.org. And this is an application login. And in the front itself, it is given as ICSR call for research project proposal, or you can also view that program and scheme. Under program and scheme, you can go and see in the research projects. Okay, so you just click here. It is all given, all information. If any technical assistance related online applications, you can be mail at cc@icsr.org or hod.rpd@icsr.org. And scheme guidelines is given. You can easily download the scheme guidelines, or here also scheme guidelines is available. Yes, scheme guidelines and guidelines both are scheme. So whatever the information I have provided in the PPT, and it is available in the scheme guidelines. You can totally 21 pages are available. You can easily download it. Then coming to that proposal format. So proposal format I have already downloaded for your reference purpose. Right. This is the proposal format. So while open the online and be ready with this project proposal. After creating the application number will be want to write here. Broad research area, priority area should be mentioned. Title of the research proposal, and we have to type it in the Times New Roman, 12 font size, 1.5, sorry, one line space. Ab- Abstract 500 words, introduction theoretical framework only 700 words, review of literature 700, identification of research gap 400, objectives of the proposed research uh, up to 300 words. Then the application must be submitted online only, mentioning name of the project director, co-project director, or the affiliating university anywhere in the research proposal will result in disqualification. Please listen here. We cannot mention any name in the research project proposal format because we are providing in the online itself. Major research questions addressed, then proposal methodologies, including justification, sampling, sample size, data collection, praise, where you are going to do data analysis, etc. Up to 800 words. Innovation, path-breaking aspects of proposed research, 500 words. Expected output, 500 words. In the journal publications, books, data sets, etc. Then milestones for project proposed research, for 12 months for minor and 24 months for major research project. What is a milestone for every 6 months, and what are all the activities you are going to carry out, what are all the deliverables, and budget amount, and the number of states or number of districts you are covered. So this is the budget what you are going to mention. So research staff, how many research associate? So I told you there is a 45 percentage of the money we have allotted for research staff. Okay, so mention here, right? Budget amount. So 45 percentage of the money is for research staff, all put together. It is up to you. You can appoint, if you go with a 10 lakh is a budget. Among the 10 lakh, 45 percentage is a research staff, and for the 45 percentage it is your choice. You can go for research associate or research assistant, or only with research assistant, or only with field investigator. It is all up to you. Then field work, 35 percentage, research equipment 10 percentage, contingency 5 percentage, and workshop to disseminate project findings. It will be decided by ICSSR. It is also 5 percentage. And the overhead charges we need not require to mention here. Then budget justification, why it is required. So this is a research proposal format we have to prepare and we have to upload in the online. Coming to that, the proposal format, then we have biodata of co-project director. We need not upload the project director, only the co-project director proposal of biodata can be uploaded. So this is the biodata format. Okay, co-project director format, it is also available. So this format we have to upload after signed. All co-project directors can be prepared separately, want to sign, and we have to upload. Then we have biodata, proposal format, forwarding letter. Forwarding letter, this is I have already downloaded. That's what I just show you. So this is a forwarding letter. It should be printed in the letterhead from the affiliating institutions or university, and the principal or registrar of the institutes or university want to sign in the forwarding letter. That also can be attached in the online form. Then followed by forwarding letter, we have research integrity and undertaking format. We have two format, research integrity and undertaking. So first one is undertaking and research integrity. That should be given by the project director. So project director had to prepare this one and want to upload. And second page is a plagiarism and AA deduction report. We had to get a signature from either the chairperson or coordinator of the institute, which means a university or a college, from ethical committee or internal IQSC committee or R&D committee. This the particular in charge or a dean or a director, we have to get a signature and with the plagiarism report. Okay, with the plagiarism report, plagiarism acceptance rate is less than 10 percentage, excluding bibliography and quotes, and AI report can be also included. So AI generated content detected. If it is yes, what is a AI percentage? That also mentioned in the plagiarism and AI detection report. So totally we have four forms we have to upload. So these two forms simultaneously both two pages, undertaking research and integrity, then plagiarism and AI detection, then co-project directors uh, uh, profile, and also forwarding letter from the institutions. So these are all the four important forms we have to upload. Okay, then I just go with the login to apply. If you go login to apply, we have apply for grants. There is a separate page called apply for grants. You just go here. If you are a new user, you have to go for click for register and create a username as a registered email ID and password should be create. So though I have already created, I just using that already created username and password, then captcha also can be included. 7HZYPU. Yeah, then we have to go with there are so many schemes, so we have to apply here. Click here for apply. So select, say suppose I am applying major, broad area, I'm just choosing any area. Title, you can just type here. Proposed budget, some value, you can write. Okay, maybe I am writing something. Okay, name of the application's address, right? Right, something, right? Okay, college, university, state. I'm just using something, right? Mobile number, date of birth, mother's name. Okay, if it is already available, then are you permanent service? Yes, indicate your destination, professor, head of the institution's name. Okay, and address, indicate your category, if it is a general or OBC, gender, male or female, person with no. Then whether if you receive any ICSR, then click yes and provide details. If it is no, then click no. Then whether you receive any finance assistance from IC apart from ICSSR or any other agency. If you click yes, then provide. Otherwise, no. Then click next. Save draft and click next. Just a second. Yeah. Now the application number has created. Application number has created. Then go to edit. So next first page we filled. Then go to next page. If it is not filled, we cannot go for next page. So here mobile number it is accepting, right? You just click next. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more number. Okay, then go to next. Yes, it is going here. Then whether awarded PhD, yes, then you have to attach the PhD certificate also, very, very important. Okay, then upload and master's degree, MPhil, PhD, name of the university, passing, then title of the PhD, futures, PhD research work futures, then how many research experience. This is all about project directors. Projects completed, how many projects completed, okay, something, right? Maybe four or two, three. Okay. The second page, this is a first page, as we know that this is a first page of the application about the project director details. After filling the project director's details, the second page is like applications for major and minor research projects. The PhD details and PhD certificate should be attached here. Then we have to provide the degree of our qualification, title of the PhD work and features of PhD, and how many projects, ongoing projects, fellowship, PhD guidance, MPhil guidance if it is received, then details can be provided here. Then top 5 research papers details and the research papers can also attach as a PDF copy. Then any academic achievements, and also we have to upload a project director CV. Project director CV that also can be prepared based on the format given by the co-project directors, or your own project CV can be uploaded here. Then after uploading this detail, second page, we can save draft and go for next one. This is the final page of the online application. Here you have to provide the institution details, whether your institution is a institute of national importance or UGC recognized private university, affiliating government institution, government college or institution under UGC. Any what is your mode, you have to fill it. Example, I go with the regional center. Sorry, I will go for UGC deemed university or something. I will just write something right here, state. Then pin code number should be provided here. Pin code number should be provided. This is about the affiliating institutes details. If it is UGC, 2 of certificate or 12B certificates can be furnished here. 12B or 2 of certificates can be uploaded. And details of co-project directors, my dear friends, please let me check here. Maximum 3 co-project directors are allowed, and we can download here. I have already shown you. This is a download for Proforma, and we have to provide the details and the upload of the co-project directors details separately. So 1, 2, and 3 project co-project directors, and finally declaration. And finally, we have to upload the research project proposal in the prescribed format. I have already shown you. Forwarding letter from the head of the affiliating institutions, then undertaking research integrity. This is 2 pages. One is project director report, signed report on your declaration. Another one is research director or IQC director can do provide the information about your plagiarism of your research project proposal. If you are belongs to SC/ST certificate, I mean SC/ST category, you have to provide the SC/ST certificate. And finally, upload all information. Then you can submit the format. And once you submit, the format will be automatically given here. And here you may see here the front page here. This shows about submitted. This shows about the submitted. Okay, so this is the way where we can prepare the ICSSR research project proposal. Then come to here, my dear friends, very, very important. Go to ICSSR website. Okay, this is app.icssr.org is the website. Go to apply grants and you can do all formalities. And the last date for application is 31st August. So a lot of informations are required. So you have sufficient time, and please prepare and you can apply on ICSR major and minor research project proposals. If you have any clarification and doubts, you may be call me, and or you can mail me. And thank you for watching my YouTube, and best of luck for your future endeavor. All the best. So kindly subscribe my channel ptp.karthi at research. Thank you all for watching my video.